Good morning everyone, it's Tess from teachwithtess.com and I'm here today on my channel to talk to you about the importance of your profile on Wales English. So as you know, in my channel you get lots of information if you are a teacher at Wales English, but also if you are wanting to work for this company or you're an ESL teacher and you're just looking for lots of tips. So I'm here to help you wherever I can. So let's go through this famous profile. When you start at Wales English, one of the key things to know is that last July there were guidelines by the Chinese government that were enforced or put into law, which means that only a fully certified ESL teacher can actually teach Chinese kids. So you have to this is why you have to have your TEFL CELTA Delta that you can show and upload. You need to have a degree, a bachelor's degree minimum, again, that you can upload, and you need to meet all their criteria. So it's important to know that all the information that you put up there can be shared with parents, because they need to do a background check like any school would to make sure that you are who you say you are. Hence the need for those documents. So when you've done all the boring stuff and uploaded all of that, then you get onto the more interesting things. So for instance, let's go through what you need to do and why this profile is so important. So first of all, you need to put up something that will give a great impression. Remember, your teacher profile is what the parents see. So it creates a really good, or it's a chance for you to create a great first impression. It will lead to higher bookings for sure. A good profile definitely does. It gives you an opportunity for your personal brand to be shown and illustrated, and obviously you are a professional, and therefore you can show that professionalism in the profile you create. So what goes into a personal profile? Let's see. Photographs, number one, super important. You have the opportunity to upload one photograph that will be the main one on your profile. So I had one of me in my classroom, looking really big smile on my face, friendly, approachable, well lit, important, so they can see you. So that was my profile picture. But then you can upload 3 more. Now what I did was to upload one of me with my kids, because I have family, another one in the garden, you can see reflected in that mirror. I spend a lot of time in here, it's my happy place. And at one point I had one of me in my enormous motorbike, because I love biking, but then I took it down because I thought I'm not sure the parents would really get that connection between me, professional teacher, and me on a bike riding around Europe. So I've changed that one. But anyway, it's a way for showing them a little bit about who you are and what you like. So the photographs are really important. In your profile picture, be well dressed, look smart. In the ones that you have of you maybe traveling with family, always keep it decent, obviously, that goes without saying. But something that reflects you as a person is a really nice thing for them to see your hobbies and interests a bit. So you have your photograph. So then the next thing you do is to write your 300 to 400 word biography. Now this is really important because the parents can read this. So my top tips for this is to, all the way through, make sure you remember that they are Chinese and they may not have great English, so don't use super complicated words. Keep it fairly simple. But what you need to do is to, one, always state your name, your nationality, where you're from, where you're currently living. So, I said, hi, I'm Tess, I'm from the UK and I live in, Second thing, talk about your professional background a lot. Chinese parents put a lot of weight on qualifications, your experience. They want to know that they have a professional who will look after their child and teach them well. So talk about that as well. You can also mention your present occupation. You may already be, if you're just starting off at Wales and you're already working on another platform, you can do that. You can talk about what you've been doing. The other thing, I've mentioned teaching experience, but please do illustrate the sort of teaching you've done. So for instance, I said I lived in France for 20 years where I taught ESL, and I had my own business and I did professional work as well as children, professionals and children. Something else that's really great is to put in your teaching philosophy. You know, how do I teach? Why do I teach like that? You know, a little demonstration or a little example rather, you know, and maybe your methods of teaching. I think it's really nice for them to see any skills you may have. So for instance, are you a great musician, an artist? Have you worked with dyslexic kids or that sort of thing? Put it in there, because there may well be parents who are looking for that sort of thing, and you can show how you enrich your lessons by maybe you playing the guitar or the flute in my case, or whatever it may be. Another thing that I would add to that list in your 300 to 400 words is your hobbies and interests, because it's what, you know, part of what makes you stand out from the rest of the teachers. You know, what do you like doing? Maybe they connect, maybe, you know, maybe their child likes something that you like, or, you know, you never know. Well, hobbies and interests are an interesting one. Funny, aren't I? So the last thing I would say is, you know, you could potentially give them a suggestion on what the best way is to learn English. You know, I would say it's having fun, being engaged, enjoying yourself, working hard, making sure you do homework or whatever, you know, so put something like that, and then sign off just saying, I really am looking forward to seeing you in my classroom, and thank you for choosing me as a teacher, that sort of thing. So that would be your 300 to 400 word biography. Now, that can directly link now into the video. So that's the other thing you need to do. I remember seeing that and going, I've no idea. I've never made a video. What do I need? Well, I use my iPhone for everything. To make my YouTube videos, I use my iPhone. The sound is good and the image is good. So you can use your phone to do it. Please do not get overly worried about the fact that you can't edit. I couldn't. So I recorded it, I don't know how many times before I got it down to the 1 to 2 minute mark that they're looking for. But basically what I recommend for the video is that you pretty much echo what you wrote in your biography. That is a good guide. But I would film it in your classroom, or if you don't film it in your classroom, somewhere which has got a neutral background, they can see you. I would introduce maybe your favorite props, and I would hold up a flag to show where you're from, or pictures, etc. And if you know how to edit, obviously you can make it a little bit more complicated. But the most important thing is to remember that the parents will look at that video, they watch that video, and they see you as a potential teacher for their child. So make sure you project exactly who you want to be in the classroom, because that's what they'll be seeing. So it's a really great opportunity to do. Please don't get overly worried about the video, just do it, and you can always change it a bit. I changed my video after about 4 months, but again, it's a really key thing to filling your schedule. So do spend time getting it bang on and be snappy and dynamic, and don't waffle, and as I said, keep the language not too complicated in your video, like in the biography. So I would say that more or less covers the profile. As a teacher at Wales English, you have access on the Wales Teacher Portal to an area called Files, and they have loads of suggestions and more in-depth information there. But this video is just to help you get an idea of what Wales looks for, and most of all, what you can do to really sell yourself. It's your personal brand. Don't forget, you don't, you are your own, you don't work for Wales, you're a contractor, so you are projecting you as your own professional. So really do that well, and your schedule will fill faster, I promise you. So I'm going to say thank you so much. It's been great talking to you this morning from this beautiful sunny UK. I love it when it's like this. Unfortunately, it isn't always. And please like my video, subscribe to my channel so you get updates for the next ones coming along, and please feel free to ask any questions you may have that I haven't covered. All referrals that go through me, all my referrals are coached through their application process and their interview. So I'm pretty good at getting them through. I have a good success rate. So if you feel like if you feel like applying and you're just not quite sure, feel free to contact me. Send me your CV, Just ensure that you meet all the requirements Wales set. So I really hope that's been interesting, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much. Take care. Have a happy Monday. It's Monday.